in life, most of the pleasantries we exchange on a day-to-day life, they are like the air hostess greetings. When you get off the plane, air hostess greet you saying, "Have a nice day." They don't mean it. When someone brings a cup of water to you and you say, "Thank you so much," that so much has really no meaning. But if you are caught up in Sahara Desert and someone brings you a glass of water, then when you say, "Thank you so much," that so much has depth. Isn't it? We convey more through our presence than through our words. Our presence pumps in energy into our words actually. But most of the time, we forget the presence. We are caught up just in words. This is just like the air hostess saying, "Have a nice day." When the same words come to you from your grandmother or someone very close to you, it has a vibration along with it. Have you noticed? Have you all noticed this? It has depth, it has meaning. Life becomes so boring if we have to live on the superficial level. "Hi, hello, how are you doing?" We go and talk to people in the hospital. We ask them, "How are you doing?" And they say, "Very fine." I ask them, "If you are fine, why are you here in the hospital?" Life has become so routine, mechanical, and leaves very little time for us to probe into the truth, the reality about life itself. We do everything that is accessory to life. But we are not attending to life itself, isn't it? This is very important. And today, when there is so much stress, tension, mistrust, and see what has happened recently in Paris with all this scenario, we need to give more prominence to education about life, honoring life. Don't you think so? Yeah? Now I just want to ask you a question, ask you to do a small process. Are you ready? Now just think, how old are you now? Just recollect your age. And when you came into this planet, how much were you weighing? 4 kilos? 5 kilos? And today, how much do you weigh? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 kilos? 100 kilos? Right? How long since you are here on this planet? 50, 60 years? Are you going to be here forever? Huh? What's your plan? Have you ever thought about the time management? Another 20 years, 30 years you are going to be here. But then what happens? That's all. Where were we? Where were we 50 years ago, 60 years ago? This earth was here, this sun was there, the moon was there, and this whole planet was here as it is today. And it's going to be there in the future also. Where will you be? Where I was, where I will be. This question has to arise in our mind. Then it gives a bigger dimension to our living. Forget about all that you read in scriptures or here and there. Let's keep it all on one side. Heaven, hell, and all that we... Let us simply, in an honest manner, ask ourselves, who am I? Where did I come from? where I will be after a few years? I'm not going to give you an answer. And in fact, you should not take the answer from anybody. But we asking this question to ourselves, kindles a level of awareness that we all possess. We all have that. It makes us realize the depth of consciousness that's present in each and every one of us. And I tell you, the fascinating journey begins here. When we see beyond that we think we are, we know. Are you all here still? Psychologists say, if you sit and listen to a talk for 10 minutes, actually you are listening only 3 minutes. The rest of the time our mind goes out for a cappuccino. We take a walk. As I'm speaking, in your mind you're saying yes, no, yes, no. Are you aware what is happening? Whether we agree or disagree is immaterial. But we being aware of what we are saying in our mind makes a lot of sense. So the 3 levels of knowledge. One is the knowledge that we gain through our senses, through hearing, through seeing, through smelling, through taste, through touch and reading, through the senses, sensory perception. But there is one level, one notch higher than this. The knowledge is that through intellect, through conclusion, through understanding. This is superior to the knowledge gained by the senses. Correct? We see the sun rising, sun setting, but we know sun is neither rising nor setting. This knowledge is an intellectual knowledge. But there is one notch higher than that, that is intuitive knowledge. One is perception, another is reasoning. Something beyond reasoning is an intuitive knowledge. I tell you, we have all been gifted with this to some extent. Many times we have not developed it. For many of us, it just goes unutilized. You might have had this gut feeling. Sometimes you get this gut feeling, or it defying all logic. You take some action with your gut feeling, and you find it to be the right thing. Hasn't this happened to you? How many it has happened to you? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Sometime or other in your life, this has happened to you. What is that? What is that something that tells you? There is some other level of perception. If you go into the history, if you go into the anthropology, you'll be so surprised, so shocked to see this level of knowledge was available throughout history. 5,000 years ago, when there were no telescopes, no big instruments available, people had said that Jupiter has 12 moons. How did they calculate this? In the Vedic time, they said the black matter and black energy are covered with each other. Tamase tamasavritam. The darkness was covering darkness in the beginning. How did they know this? What the scientists say today. How did they know that sun is in the center and all the other planets all are around? If you go to any Hindu temple, you'll find the 9 planets. There is a place for 9 planets. And they put sun in the middle and they put all other planets all around it. How did people knew this that long ago? This is that knowledge that comes from a deep within. And I tell you, we all possess this sixth sense. And how do you manifest that? How do you make it happen in your day-to-day life? That process is called meditation. Meditation, often we understand it means concentration. Focus your mind, force your mind, don't make it go here and there. No. It's a simple process of relaxation, a deep relaxation which connects you to your true self, your innermost aspect, the space which is filled with knowledge. Are you all still here? So every day we must ask a question, who am I? Am I my body, my thoughts, my emotions? All the concepts I think that I am? Or am I something more than this? We'll find that there is something in us which has not changed throughout. There is something in us which has been the reference point of all changes. I don't think there is one person in this hall who would say that nothing has changed in me. You would always say, your thoughts are changing. Aren't they changing? Yeah? Your emotions are changing. Your likes are changing. Dislikes are changing. Many things about life are changing. Our body is changing. If nothing changes, our body is changing. So when everything around you is changing, are you able to recognize there is something that is not changing? Yeah? It's not clear what it is. Huh? Consciousness is something inside you. You don't know what it is. We can't put our finger and say, this is what it is not changing. But there is something in us which is not changing. That is the reference point of all change, because of which we are even able to notice the changes that's happening in our life. Now, latching on to that inner core of our existence, that is meditation. And that is intuition. That is innovation. That is the source of creativity. Now, whatever you are doing, you may be a businessman, you may be an engineer, you may be a professional, professor, you may be a doctor, whatever it is, whatever we are doing, you need intuition, you need innovation, you need energy. Where do we get energy from? Latching on to that something which is not changing in us at all. What do we do every day? You hit the pillow and you are knocked off for 6 hours or 8 hours, right? Aren't we? 6 to 8 hours you're gone. Where have you been? What were you doing? Have we understood our sleep ever? Have you met your sleep? We have never met our sleep. We do sleep. And when we attend to that aspect, we know, we get into the core unconsciously in sleep. That's why when we come out, we feel energetic. The secret of sleep is it energizes you. And energy comes from the very core, very center. It gives you deep rest. Meditation is a conscious connection with the core. Sleep is an unconscious connection with the core. That's why the ancient seers of India, when they described samadhi or meditation, they said it like sleep. Not sleep, but like sleep. For sleep, you don't need to make an effort. Does meditation replace sleep? Later stages, when you are really proficient in meditation, then you don't require much sleep. But I wouldn't recommend that for you. You should sleep, and sleep has its own quality of rest that the body requires. In sleep, the metabolism goes up, and that is necessary for the body. In meditation, you do get rest, but the metabolism goes down. So it's a little different qualities there. But definitely, they complement each other. If you have had good sleep, your meditation is deeper and nicer. And if you have good meditation, you get good sleep also, and short maybe sometimes. If you meditate every day, twice a day, morning, evening, in the beginning you can, I have made several CDs, you can put the CDs, take the help of CDs to meditate. Later on, you don't require any guidance, any CDs. You just sit and just relax, let go, and you will sink to a deeper level or rise to a higher level, whatever you want to say. Yeah? And that will keep a beautiful smile on you, which is undying. Yeah?
What was the answer to who am I and why am I here?
The answer to the question, who am I, anyone who knows will not tell you. And if someone is attempting to tell you, you may just know that they don't know it. Why are you here? This question also. This very question, who am I, why am I here? These two questions are like the vehicle for you for your journey. And someone who knows will not rob you of your vehicle. That you have to get it. That's the whole journey. You have to ask, what's the purpose of my life? Why am I here, right? What is the purpose of life? This very question, I tell you, is very precious question. And don't try to find an easy answer for it. Yeah?
So when you meditate, you get the answer. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will have to get it from inside. Yeah?
Guruji, just over here.
One thing you can say, what you are not here for. This you can make a whole list. I'm not here to be miserable and make others miserable. I'm not here to just eat, sleep and beat the drums. I'm here not for this. But what you are here for, that you will get from inside. Yeah? Got it?
Guruji,
Yes.
what is, in your opinion, the best time to meditate? At night or in the morning? And should you keep your eyes shut or open?
The best time to meditate is before meals or 2 to 3 hours after meals. See, when you eat food, your metabolism goes up. In meditation, your metabolism comes down. Now, immediately after food, if you sit for meditation, what will happen? Either you will have indigestion or you will not be able to meditate. You will go to sleep. So, meditation should precede meals, number one. Second is morning, anytime. It does not necessarily you have to get up at 4 o'clock and meditate. Whenever you wake up, you can sit on your bed itself, or you can freshen up and take a shower and then sit. You can meditate. Morning, afternoon is also good just before meal. Usually I recommend for all companies, workers in the companies and in offices, M&M. You know M&M? Not the toffees that you get. But M&M is meals and meditation together. People sit and meditate and they share a meal together. They feel so energetic till evening and they feel as fresh when they leave their office as they came into the office. Yeah?
I don't know whether there is a relevant question. I want to know whether karma and reincarnation is true or not. I'm so confused sometimes.
Reincarnation is, today it's beyond question. It has been proved, and you can go to any psychological clinics and parapsychology clinics are there, and they even make you experience the whole thing, Past life regression is used as a therapy in many clinics as well. But I tell you, I am an example for you. I'm for sure there is reincarnation. I've come here, I know I have come here before also. You have also come, but sometimes you have forgotten, that's all. It's a matter of brushing the memory. We all keep coming back. Because mind is energy, and energy can neither be destroyed nor be third law of thermodynamics. Okay? So, even if you are looking through scientific angle, through third law of thermodynamics, mind energy can never be destroyed. This body, all that goes back to the same soil from where it has come, but the spirit, the energy of the mind, that stays on and comes back. Now, karma. Karma means action. Simply karma means action. The whole universe is full of action. Some latent action, some action, impressions of action, they are all called karmas. Now usually people ask, then is it free will or destiny? Life is all about destiny or is it free will? Isn't it? How many of you has this question? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, see. Many of us have this question. Life is a combination of both free will and destiny. I'll give you a very simple example. Your height after 21, it is sealed, right? If you are 5 feet 4 inches, and that's what? That is your destiny. Or if you are 6 feet, you can't become 5. If you are 5, you can't become 7. Your height is your destiny, but your weight is your free will. If you are weighing 200 pounds, 100 kgs, you can't say this is my destiny. I tell you, come on, get onto the treadmill. Watch your diet. You can lose. So, just remember, life is a combination of both free will and destiny. It's raining outside, that is destiny. But to get wet or not is your free will. Keep your umbrella folded and walk in the street and you'll get wet. And you open the umbrella, you do have an umbrella in your hand, and you open your umbrella, you will not be wet. So, life is always, each moment, there is choice and there is no choice, or both together. Isn't it? We always want to see whether there is choice or there is no choice. No, there is no choice. The wise thing is to do is see the whole past as destiny, the future as free will, and live in the present moment happily. And if you want to be miserable in the present, then it's your choice. You can see the whole past as free will and regret about it. And see the whole future as destiny and just be sitting in the present. Anyway, future is all destiny. And we regret about the past and you are miserable in the present. This is what the foolish people do. Yeah.
Guruji, the question was on this. Guruji here.
Yeah.
many times I know exactly what will be happening in the day,
Uh-huh.
right? Now, it always happens that I understand what will happen and it does happen. Is that I create the future or I know the future? Or is it predestined?
It's very difficult to say. It could be premonition that you are getting.
Yes,
Premonition.
many times.
And there are sometimes, if you get some premonitions, there is possibility for you to change also. Sometimes you cannot change also. Yeah? Suppose you get a premonition there is going to be an accident. Okay, then there are ways that you can avoid that. Yeah? And sometimes you just go through it. Yeah, next.
Guruji, can you explain something about the qualifications of a guru?
What is that?
Can you explain something about the qualifications of a guru?
Qualification of a guru. One who walks the talk. Actually, I am guru just by accident. You know how? A guru does not assume I am a guru. For guru, there is no student. For student, there is a teacher, yes. So, when you know something and when you want to share it with others, wanting nothing in return, then that is a teacher. And I tell you, each and every one at some point in your life play a role of a guru. Haven't you? If you have not, you must start playing. What is the role? Is I want to do the best to someone just because you love them and want nothing back from them, not even a thanks. If you have done such an act, a sheer guidance to someone with all your heart, 100% sincere, then you can say that is the Guru Tattva, Guru principle being active in you. Like everyone has mothered somebody. You have become a father, mother, friend. Like that, Guru is a guide, wanting the good, the best for that person who is in front of you. Yeah?
Guruji, is it a blessing to find your twin soul or not? And is it a blessing to serve a handicapped person when it was born in your family, as the Muslims believe? Good Muslims believe it's a blessing to have a handicapped child.
Yeah, it's our duty to serve those who need our service. Yeah.
And what about twin souls? What does that mean to you?
First, we need to find our soul. Then we can meet our soulmates. That's.
Guruji, many a times we've been asked the question, we have Sita Ram, why we have Radha Krishna. Could you please tell us that divine thread that we believe in Radha Krishna?
Radha Krishna, Sita Ram, women first. In India, it's not Mr. and Mrs., it's always Mrs. and Mr. Srimati and Shri. They've always put that way. So women empowerment has been there from a long time.
Yeah. Guruji, just slightly to elaborate, people ask me the question that Sia Ram were actually married, and Sri Krishna had Rukshmani ji and Satyabhama ji. Why do we still have Radha ji as his consort in our temples? That divine thread that we want to have nectar of
actually,
it.
if you see Srimad Bhagavatam, if you have read, there is no mention of Radha anywhere. Yeah. Radha means, let's see, Radha means, Radha, if you read from the other side, it is Dhara. Dhara means a flow. flow away from the source to the ocean. The river is called Dhara. When you reverse that, go to the source, it is called Radha. So Radha was really not a person who was there. It is just the power of Sri Krishna that is getting back to our source. That's what it means.
Guruji, I have a question from the blonde lady in the back. She's standing up now. And her question is, she's in constant fear. And she has the feeling sometimes that somebody's squeezing her throat. What can she do? And what is fear?
Don't worry. Give me all your fears. Don't worry. Just do some breathing exercises. It will help you. It will help ease out those sensations. And know you are always protected by a power, higher power. Yeah? Good.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Can you tell me about... hello, I'm
Yeah.
here. I would like to ask you about astral body. Have you experienced about astral body?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
We have three subtle bodies there with all of us. Yeah. Otherwise, you can't even ask this question. So astral body is our consciousness, our mind, which is which is in every cell of our body. Yeah.
Yes, Guruji, I want to know what is honesty means present life.
Honesty means you don't want to do something to others which you don't want others to do to you.
Dear Guruji,
Huh?
from the lady in the second row in the middle,
Okay.
our rebirth is defined by our karmas. How do we get our swabhav? Which one is born with? Can we work on it? As swabhava is individual, is it connected with intelligence?
Yeah, Swabhava means our nature. So, don't worry about all past karmas and all. Maybe this room was not lit for so many years, but how long it will take to bring the light again? Doesn't take much. So, simple meditation and letting go, you will see that you are able to move on.
Do bad entities exist? Can we have bad entities in us? And what do we have to do to get rid of them?
If there are bad things exist within you, is what you are asking? Entities, no. See, bad entities do not exist, but what exists is shadow. See, shadow is not an entity. There is a shadow, and you look at the shadow, you get scared about shadow. Shadow means you are turning your face away from light. But the moment you turn towards the light, shadow disappears. So there are no bad entities. Negative energy you do feel sometimes. And to get out of the negative energy, there are so many ways. There are chantings, there are singing, and there are ancient Sanskrit chants which are very good to generate positive energy. And then meditation and breathing exercise, pranayama, all these help to bring the positive energy. Just go back tonight with this one thought in your mind. You are here to bring peace and harmony in the world, in the society. First, give a smile to yourself every morning when you wake up. Second thing is, think what you can do. What is that you can give to the society? We have always been taking from society. Instead of taking, let's move from the joy of getting to the joy of giving. What is that I can do that I can create waves of happiness? Yeah? What do you see? Good idea? Huh? Okay. done.
Hare Krishna.